My name is Game Reaction Streamer or Still in the Skulls. Almost forgot my name for a second. Sorry about that, chat. Welcome everybody to the show. I have to change the title still and everything. That's annoying that I didn't get that done. I can at least check if the audio is okay. Welcome. Exciting to have you all here. Okay, so I think you all can hear me now at least. Just unfortunate thing is like the stream is lagged for me, chat, so I need to like okay. 5, 4, 3. How does that sound? Hello? Do we copy? Yep, that's a little bit better. So we can raise the master volume. Let's go to like 50. I'm dirty with the music. That's still blaring my ears out. Everything down by 1. Hello. Do we copy? Yep, I think that's a lot better there for that. That's nice. Got this music, chat. It's literally just the music that is like blaring. Okay, anyway, welcome to Europa Universalis 5. I am Gamer Reaction Streamer, your host with the most. What? Rendering. Renderer. Resolution. We're looking for simulation detail. Simulation detail. We'll turn off VSync. Supposed to reduce scaling. I didn't realize whenever we'd have to play the game chat, we just have to change a bunch of stuff with the computer I'm playing on chat. That's crazy. Map shaders low. Yeah, I think this is where we need to be. This is exactly where we need to be, I think, chat. So, uh, performance, settings, graphics, presets. Okay, performance. Okay, that moves that down. Okay, and then I might as well change the stream name. Oh my gosh, and then I just show like everything from my about my PC there, chat. Great. And then I'm just going in and I'm changing this. We are playing. Did the music just stop too? Is that also what happened? I might have done something to mess up the music there, chat. Yeah, I don't know why the music isn't playing now. It's weird. Playing for the stream. Oh, okay. So my PC does not run individually. The music, that's good. It's dying now. I have the charger right here, but it unplugged while I was making sure everything ran correctly. Perfect. Europa Universalis 5. Your PC has 1 million different viruses. Thank you. Okay, that is not bad. We have finally got the stream titled properly. We have EU5 in the title. It is just up to me now to get the game working properly now. What do you mean? Device battery low? It's charging. Oh, it's charged to 10%, so it's letting me know that the battery charged to 10%. That's hilarious, chat. Okay, well, a little bit more stable waters. If this is just getting into the game, this shows you how much of a joy the game itself is going to be, chat. This is EU5. I'll be able to talk a lot more whenever we're in the game. I'm worried, chat, because it said that my PC was not qualified enough to handle the game, and if that doesn't work, that's fine. I have some other series set up that I wanted us to play. But this sucks if it's not able to do that, chat. Wow. Dynamic trade. Okay, so lower simulation detail. Settings, game, simulation, and then low. We don't need hints, chat. Okay, I don't know what that did, but hopefully that was good. I'm having to go into my settings now, chat. Okay. Why'd the news just pop up? Are you seeing like all of this, chat? That's so unfortunate if you are. 'Cause then I'm gonna have to cut it out of the video. It's just gonna be a pain in the ass. I mean, yeah. I could say ass. We cuss on this channel, chat. Like a lot. Like really severely. I cuss all the time. Okay. So I need to go to my settings, chat, and change a bunch of random shit. This is weird, chat. we're gonna call it for the settings. We're gonna say that's good. I'm not touching anything else. That's it for now. Thank you, AI. You have been very kind. I'm sure we're gonna have to use it when we get into the game. But anyway, welcome back, everybody. This is gonna be my first time loading into EU5 on the stream, on YouTube, in my life. Alright, chat, this game just came out. This is a brand new game. If you've never seen EU5 before, I played a little bit of EU4. So please do check out that. I'm sure you will end up liking that. Just going up the audio of this a little. Just lets it look. Yeah, mine is. I can keep it 100. We'll go down 2. Yeah, that's not too bad. But anyway, so this is multiplayer, but it's also single player. I'm gonna stop the hesitation. I'm just gonna jump into a chat. We're just gonna get started because I am excited. Okay, so immediately right off the bat, it says, if you're a noob, chat. If you're a noob, chat, you are cooked. It's a game that takes place during the Middle Ages and the early modern period. And they vie for control. I didn't think it took place in the early modern. Maybe this one takes place for longer. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't know anything about this game. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so excited, That would suck to be there. Maybe not if I have the gun, but even if you're one of the people up there in the army with the gun, like even if they put you up with the gun, you're gonna have to fight the enemy. These guys have spears. At least the guys with the guns are in with each other, and the guys with the spears. I think they ever fought on Pharaoh and they were like together. That's cool. So each scene that changes, they have like a little bit of audio from kind of what might be going on in the scene. It's a nice hat, dude. Very stylish. So he's very important, I can tell. He's greeting people at the front. Kids making some sort of tea or something. Is that? I don't know if it changes my cursor. I just heard like T4 as soon as we went over him. This guy looks like he's from the last game, chat. This guy looks like one of the animations of the guys from the last game. Gosh, I really hope this game loads, chat. I'd be very happy to make this work. Oh my god. Here we are, chat. Welcome to the world. I'm over here, chat. Here's me. What do we got over here? Oh, that's joyous. It's gonna last. We can get rid of the terrain, actually. Maybe we shouldn't get rid of it. No, we're not gonna touch anything. Wow, so aren't you glad I played the last series already, chat, and we don't need to play as the Star and Aztecs again, chat? Oh my gosh. Ah! Can you imagine, chat? War after war after war after war after war after war? Wow. That would be fun. This would be fun. Who are you? Do you read anything about the country's history? Play as an observer in that set game. Oh, and that takes us back to the home screen. Okay. Wow. It's just such an awesome game, chat. They're meaning like, it almost looks like an invading force. By the way, that lady is like so impressed. This is just killing them. Oh, they're very confident that there's something wrong. That's such an awesome game, chat. Like his armor, chat. At a market here. Everybody's hanging out, chilling. These streets were huge back in the day, chat. That's crazy. They had to keep it huge, probably. Cars, everything. Not really cars. You get what I mean, chat. Wow. Remarkable. Well, that's fun. That's interesting. So, we're not going to click on any of the countries. Then we have the Incas down here. Yay! Where's Cusco? I played as them once. Yeah, took over like half of South America. Right as I was about to see the Europeans. Kind of been close. Probably taking these graphics off. So we got our maps. We can change countries' colors, chat. Oh. So exciting. But yeah, anyway, I guess we'll hop into it. I'm just like, this is the first time I've ever seen this game, chat. So this is really, really exciting. We're not gonna play in Mexico. I'm just keeping it on Mexico for now, though. Yeah, the audio's working. Unstable connection, though. Way too high. Yeah. Turn my internet off. Fix it. Great. That's as good of connection as we're gonna get, probably. Wow. So you go over to the Yucatan Peninsula here. Kind of as far as kind of, I don't know, I think that's Honduras. I'm sure more countries kind of pop up as time goes. We have no Cuban nations. We got the Great Lakes. Cahokia. Minor tribe. We got a lot of people in Cahokia. Wow. It's a huge list. Really big list. And these are... What are these? exciting. That's a little closer to the New Mexican flag. I don't know why it has to be. I doubt these were the actual flags. Maybe these were the actual flags of these countries. There we go, that's the New Mexico flag. So this is probably who we'll play with when we play over here, chat, just because I like their flag. You have a turtle, dude? Have you even seen a turtle over here? Naranjo. That sounds a lot closer to the Navajo. So that'd be an exciting history to learn about over here, chat. All very exciting history we could get into. Over here. We go over through Siberia. We have the Great Yuan! Whoa! I think this was a Mongol. Yeah, Mongolian. I was right. I know my history, chat. See? You don't have some idiot playing games in front of you. You have a somewhat historian. So the Mongols. Wow! Mongols have so much culture, chat. But that's all just accepted cultures, probably. Yeah, Mongolian is all up there. The rest is all kind of just accepted cultures. Down here you have a bunch of tributaries of the Yuan states. It's a lot more like China then, probably. Primary religions. Buddhism. Wow. Who would have known? Just be careful how much we delve into that. And then we got the Sultanate of Delhi. A lot bigger than in EU5. I love that. Sultanate of Delhi. Here's Pandia. I've been watching a lot of watching plenty of the Playmaker, and he seems to play Pandia a lot. So that looks like even an exciting nation to try with the little Tamil kingdoms down here. We got the Khmer over here. Khmer. Do you think Siamese cats actually come from, like, Siam, like this area, chat? That's what I've always wondered, probably. But I would love to play, not yet. You're a complete South Vietnam. You're Buddhist. Wow. China's Buddhist. The Islam. They're like, everybody, this is the Islam. Everyone over here is like, Hinduism. Theravadaism. And everyone over here is like, actually, we've been doing Buddhism for a while. Everyone over here is like, we've been doing Buddhism for a long time. And then when we go down here, let's see. More Buddhism. Here, I can just check the map because I don't know why I'm doing all this. So raw materials, tax base. That's cool. If you hover over something. Great, thank you. Wow, the religious map mode, chat. So this is fun for someone insane like me, chat, and someone who loves to play. I shouldn't say, yeah, it is insane. I would love to play as like one religion, chat, and like convert the whole world to one religion. Like I love one faith. One faiths, just anything like that. One faiths, invasion, stuff like that. One like world conquests. So really, your ceremonial, your horrendous. We're Medu over here. And a lot of Canada's Medu, and then you have a lot of excuse me, you have a lot of this stuff. Inuit. We got a lot of Inuits over here on the sides and totemists. Even some big shamanists. Wow, we got some shamanists up here. Shamanists up here. Shamanists over here. So as you go from China up here to Alaska, you get shamanists and totemists. That is so cool, chat. Wow. Really shows how, you know, these two areas, this part of Russia and this part of Alaska, has had a lot of history, but they're still woven together, connected in a lot of ways, which is very interesting. That's had a lot of history. We got some more totemists as we go down here, some more shamanists. As we go further south, it looks like we start losing the shamanism to more kind of developed religions and faiths. And when you get to South America, you're just like, what? That's so cool. Wow, here we go. Africa. Bantu. It's the biggest religion here, Bantu. Got a bunch of faiths up here, but Bantu's the big one. And then we have Hagen. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And then Fumba Dasi. As you can see, Islam making its way. Islam is carving its way, kinda, through the coast here. Yeah, Kilwa. So I always saw Kilwa in the, I always saw Kilwa, that wasn't exactly a Muslim. But you are probably about one of the last this far south to see a lot of different cultures. You're mainly the center here, but you own mostly Swahili and wow. Zimbabwe chat. Richest kingdoms in history, I think, if I remember history correctly. A lot of wealth down here. I don't know what this music is, but I like it. Well, that's fun. Going in South Africa. Here we go. This is the map I really wanted to check, chat. We're lagging, chat. What? So imagine if this was a country map, chat. This would be very fun. This is just Europe, chat. We haven't spanned anywhere else. The culture map mode. God, what are the lines? Here you can see this is going to be a very controversial map. It's going to have a lot of lines on maps. On there. Countries that quick reference again. Countries that don't really exist. Like you got a lot of Greek over here in Turkey. Wow. Turkey is still mostly Greek. You have some Turks. Turks carved their way all the way through kind of here. Here. Left is way the Farsi is gone. Afghanistan. Yeah, let's just not look at Russia ever again. Look how many cultures chat. Oh my god, rebellion, Muscovite, Mari. Oh my god. So that would be exciting. What is the religious? Tengri. Got some reaches of Islam are up here. Wow. Some branches of Islam made it all the way over here. Closer to the Hui. So the Hui had decided to convert on over to Muslim. And then we go over here. We have Mongolia. Muslim, I should say, Islam rather. But Jin, that's literally the culture. Jin. And it's all like in a weird form there. We'll look at Japan here in a minute. I want to keep looking at China. Whoa, chat, China. Philippines will be exciting. Let's give it a religious background. See who made it over here. We got religion. He's Buddhist, and you're Hindu. So we got the Buddhist and the Hindu kind of towards the center. That's the political map. So that would be exciting. If we wanted to play Buddhist or Hindu, we could just play one of these ones. Culture is a very important map mode if you're the type of person who likes different countries getting different things. Because some countries and cultures have different national ideas, or at least they did in the last Europa Universalis. I don't know about this. It's going to be interesting. Like I said, chat, I know almost nothing about this game. Like almost nothing. That's why I'm so baffled by this cultural map mode. The devs did so much work. Shout out to the developers of this game, obviously. It's the coolest game. You have the coach show over here, and you're a Oirat. You're a vassal under the Chagatai horde. And then the Great Yuan is what's left of the Mongols before they get kicked out. Because this game takes place a little bit before the last Europa Universalis, so that's exciting too, chat. Okay, so almost done with our map overview. I didn't realize, but looks like little old Korea is also kind of more or less subjugated, or at least sort of like vassal. Right over here on the Great religion, and I wonder a complete different religion than most of the rest of the mainland. And I'm sure there's like a lot of more complex history, but generally that's what I like looking at, chat, is just seeing kind of how the culture makes up everything. Hordes took over everything that was to take over here. What about... So you had already all been going, kind of. The Hordes, it looks like, kind of had already been exploring this whole area. We even have some Tangrist and Shamanist up here, so maybe they've gone up here every now and then and made circles. Had forces then. And then the cultures they invaded were all pretty much. So here's the cutoff point. Got the Kameg, the Buryat. Got a whole bunch of cultures. Got some paths here. Is that a river or a cultural line? That's a cultural line. That's a river. Wow. Wow. That's just so exciting, chat. So this is really just like modern Russia. This is another reason. You can look at countries in modern day and you can look at their old history and see why they do some of the things they do. Look at the cultural makeup of Russia. Then when you go over to the United States, if you were to look at it now, Oh my gosh, it's definitely not this. I mean, maybe it still is. It's probably more this now because we have all the other cultures from the rest of the world. But now it's so much more binary. It's like you have mostly whoever over here, and you have mostly whoever over here, and you have mostly whoever over here, and you have mostly whoever over here. It's a little more, we're not as um we're not as diverse as we like to think we are as a diverse country. We are diverse, but not as much as we like to give ourselves credit. And who knows what the current administration looks like? That's all trending anyway. So hopefully, it changes for the better. We end up a lot more with an exciting, fun map mode like this. This is so exciting. So I know a lot more about the East Coast over here. California has all kinds of cultures. You get closer to Little River Basin right here, start splitting up a lot more. Baja's mostly Koshimi. Down here in the south. Chinook tribe. That's the name of a helicopter. Chinook. And Tillamook is the name of a cheese here in America. Tillamook. Maybe Tillamook. I don't know why I say Tillamook. I'm just reading the Spanish news on here. So, reading in Spanish. We have the Tillamook, and that's the, like I said, the name of the mother here in America. Chinook is the name of a helicopter used by America. Ottawa is the name of a city over here. Closer to Canada, so that's fascinating. This wind is probably gonna end up turning it down. So Louisiana. Colorado. Alright, we've got a lot of the big tribes in Texas. Texas. Now, Mexico, I wouldn't even want to start pushing in Mexico. You got a lot of Aztec here. These guys are green. I don't know if they're like related or what. Whole bunch of funness. We haven't checked out the Middle East yet. I think we did a little bit up here. We've got Levantine over here. You know how diverse that can be. And then we have Iraqi, because Levantine was like a bunch of different cultures, probably especially even at this time. We have, is that it? Yeah, we have Jewish, which them, and the Arabs down here. Go back to times owning this territory and all kinds of stuff. So there's all kinds of history there. Talked over and discussed that I'll leave the scholars to. Khaliji, Najdi, Hijazi, Imani down here, and Omani, and Bahrain, Irani. Wow. I wasn't aware that Irani was kind of culture this far back. This is the UAE, Qatar, Ukraine. Wait. Should assume that's a different Kuwaiti culture. So the Jalirids are not doing good this time period. Yep, you got the worst of it, Mr. Hassan Khan. Your buddy's over here. Chagatai's got a good deal. Of course you own China, so you have like the best deal. You get like anything you want. Sultanate of Delhi. Indians had kicked out Mongols very early on, I believe. And of course Egypt is making its slow comeback. All for the Ottomans to invade everything. So that's probably who we'll play today, chat, is the Ottoman. I don't think I want to play as the Byzantine. Athens is still its own state. Primary culture. Catalan? So, it's important to remember as well, chat, as this is shortly after the fall of the Roman Empire. I think the Roman Empire fell in like, what AD? Let me check. When did the Roman Empire fall, chat? 500. So in the year 500, the Roman Empire fell. So it's no surprise to see kind of a Greek culture over here. But that being said, like the Catalan view, I don't know, that's so... I don't know, that's so fascinating. Maybe Aragon owned them, or I don't know. There's some type of deal there being worked out. Start with Sicily here and just get an idea. So here's the content Sicily has to offer. Looks like the culture gets benefits. The religion has benefits. Wow. There's so much different stuff you could press from. So all that matters for us is country bonuses, cultural bonuses. We're gonna be in Italy. Wow, so we wouldn't get called to the frontier, but like Russia, you would. Let's go. To use a fort to colonize. Okay. Okay. Lithuania owns all this stuff. Poland owns all this. They would get married in since Aragon was going all the way over here, it looks like. Sicily might even be related to over here, so that's fascinating. Okay, well, before we go into there, I promised to save the coolest memo for last, the best. Jean Mayon, is that still here? Jean Mayon? Hey, Jean Mayon. Jean Mayon. Jean Mayon, you son of a... I can't play, it's my favorite country! Okay, well, if you don't know why I'm so fucking upset, chat, you used to be able to play as an Easter egg, Jean Mayon, and it was a country. Jean Mayon? Yeah, that was the name of it, and you could play as a little country up here. You would have, like, I think a polar bear as a leader. I don't know. It was like a joke country chat. I think the whole joke was no one can live up here. But yeah, you would have like a polar bear as a leader, and I don't know. It was a very fascinating, very fun idea. I'm sure people could live up there, but that was the whole joke. Looks like the Teutonic Order and the Roman Order kind of have the same color there, so you can see they're related. We got Brandenburg. Yay! Hohenzollern. That's you. Count Ludwig. No, you're just owned by Ludwig one. Oh, swap. That's right. Okay. That's exciting. Hungarian land of the Huns. I thought about playing as them, chat. We would take over all of the Hunnic Empire. Okay, well. Let's get to viewing Africa. I don't think we're going to play here today. But, it's an exciting candidate, that's for sure. So we got kind of Mali. This direction. You can see kind of how separate all the borders were, why there are so many different border disputes today. We got Morocco. Wow. Zimbabwe. No Congo. Wow. Just kind of have these nations. Zimbabwe is just kind of close to the ascendancy yet. I wonder how would you even get to the coast of some of these countries. And then here, so you start seeing these countries seeping through. Ethiopian Empire. Whoa. We'll definitely be playing as the Ethiopians at some point. Just not today. You can see a lot of rich, fun history to be researched and experienced there. We go to North Africa, we got Egypt, Libya, Tunis, Algeria, and Morocco. Right now it's just Morocco, Clemson, Tunis, Egypt, and Libya is more or less Fazan. I didn't realize Fazan was more like that than it was this little kind of dividing point up here. Like Arca was the actual dividing point. It was even a sheikdom. Fazan was a county. You're even Murzik and you're Arca. And then we will go to culture. Lay it on me. What are we looking at in Africa? Whoa, that's awesome, chat. That is so cool. South America. So, you go to the north of the world, you got more or less a larger makeup of cultures. And when you go to the south of the world, you got smaller cultures, and a smaller makeup of cultures. But a way wider variety, chat, even over here in America. Start splitting. Europeans have kind of always been very bland. And then you've just got so much everywhere. Wow. So yes, this is how you play Congo. You'd have to play as them Forest. Like Congo. Forest. Your main culture isn't even Congo. Although it's the majority of your people, your main culture isn't even the Congo. Wow. Continuing to look here. These islands are that culture. So it looks like you're even leaving. Kinda. Somalia. Somali culture. Vast culture. I guess this is the supposed borders of a much larger Somalia. Definitely not anymore. Now there's a whole lot different borders now. This is Ethiopia. See, a lot of these places have all kinds of different cultures spread out. Down here, kind of generally close to where Benin is. And a lot of little small nations popping out the coast here. Fascinating. That is just plain exciting, chat. I'm not exactly sure on who we want to play. We're finally about, what is it, an hour or so into the stream. Let's see here, what are we looking at? We are about an hour into the stream. I'm not exactly sure who we even want to play as. Huh. It's such slow graphics. So this is the situation. You have France and Germany, once owned by the Charlemagne Empire, that are now broken apart into counties and duchies because they needed those to best facilitate owning such a large swath. They owned probably about this much of Europe. Chat. They had conquered the Roman Empire as it was being ripped apart. Here's the Roman Empire. The little Byzantines down here, who did once have general ownership over the Serbians, Bulgarians, Bosnians, and Croatians, but lost it as time went on. These peoples began fighting culture. We have a bunch of minor, kind of Turkish and Greek cultures popping up over here. Yep, we even have a Hebrew culture over here, chat. Hebrew, Judaic, I'm not even sure how exactly. But you could tell by the star in their flag that they were probably originally kind of, Jewish. Kingdom of Cilia, I don't think. Yeah, I think that is a former Crusader kingdom, even. was just after the Crusades. So that could also be another thing to keep in mind, is these are probably former nations of the Crusades. I know Georgia is certainly a Christian nation, Orthodox. Shirvan, which is Sunni. Fascinating. Urtanids, wow. Another Star of David in the flag. So you can assume that that's another Jewish nation. Maybe not. Maybe that's just a style they chose. It looks like you have some blue. It's not the same. Can you? Wow. No Coptic, no nothing. Instead we have this. Miaphysitism teaches that in the person of Christ, his divine and human natures are united in a single. In the person of Christ, his divine and human natures are united into a single indivisible nature. This doctrine rooted in the Council of Ephesus, spread widely in Armenia, Egypt, and Ethiopia. So this is Christ is both God and man. Go on up here. What do you have to say, Christianity? Catholicism? Okay, so Catholicism believes in a pope as a central figure. The sites generally, I guess Coptic is what it was in the last game, so we're gonna call them Coptic. I know that's not accurate, but it saves me a lot of brain power in chat. Look at these people up here are Anna, so, you know, shut up for getting mad at me for calling them Coptic. Anyway, the Coptics down here believe that, you know, Jesus, God, and the Holy Spirit were all one and the same, all in the same being. More or less just part of the same being. Orthodox Church, traditions of early Christian councils, emphasizes apostolic teachings. Here's a lot about former religious figures. Faith is led by patriarchs. Wow, that's fascinating, Chad. So we learned a little bit more about all the different even branches of Christianity there. That was exciting. And then Catholic Shiites, and then Jerusalem. I just fought over these, so they were like, you won. Not even gonna. Sorry about that, chat. We are back. Okay, well, see that individual province. I'd like to see that individual province source. That's not till we're in a game. Alright then. And the only reason I care so much about that province, chat, is I would like to join the Knights Templar and take over Jerusalem. Knights Hospitaller. I would just like to play as a separate nation, like a separate faith. I guess there would be like no traces at all in the other faith, because the British had brought, the British had made actually technically the current, at least the current Israeli state. The British had promised it to kind of the, I guess at that point you'd say, Israeli, freedom of Israeli state, of prior existing state in the Bible. So you know that, because I get from all around the world. So we have the French culture up here. So you're all French in here, but it shows us. So you obviously have the most people. So at one point, the most people in the world were all controlled by the Mongols. Which must have sucked at least a little, chat. Because who knows how they were able to manage. Well, yeah, we know how they were able to manage all those people. Through brutality and human suffering and a bunch of that fun stuff. Shagatire are doing pretty good over here. They're probably trying to talk about that. What's the deal with you, by the way? Oh, you're a vassal state. That's where you're at. Wow. Well, that was exciting, chat. We looked at the entire world of EU5. We're not going to end the episode, obviously. I'm not ending the episode. But this is a good way to just kind of take a break from the Ashikaga Shogunate. Individual cultures or daimyos. No daimyos, chat. It's all Ashikaga. Not even in the Sengoku period. It's a bit. Wow. So that is exciting. Super exciting. With all kinds of fun stuff. So let's check if there's anything that we wanted to read or wanted to know about that we just didn't have a good grasp on, chat. Why don't you clear this up for me? No, chat. Cultural players selection on Maghreb, Aziz, and the Arab who have cohabited, fought one another since the invasions of the 7th century. Dynasties originating along both sides, some of mixed heritage, have risen and fallen in this region.
Oh, so now we can check the culture of this one. So, super state. Mizrahi. Oh no, this is me then. Okay, we're done looking over there at the Holy Land.
Keep our eyes over here. There's Jared.
People are like, we need rain. So food's diminishing beautifully. I'm just trying to see here, chat. Where is the how would I make a decision? Well, because I know I don't have any cabinet members. Okay, so these are our estates. Here's the cabinet, here's the parliament. This good guy is very good. We need a good military. today. I don't know that we'll do any privileges for the nobility or anything, just because I don't even know which ones would be gamers. I can click on our account and WoW. Okay, well let's get started first. Foremost, this is us. So we're a tributary to this region. Can you give me food? My country's dying, dude. My people don't have food. Please, thank you. Oh, Joey, here's the tech tree, chat. Yeah, I can see this tech tree crashing us though, chat. Because it is just struggling too much. He's just struggling too much with just the tech tree, chat. My computer cannot take this, chat. That's all we can select for now. Okay, that's good. That's not bad. We won't be able to declare war yet. Does the crown get anything? Crown power? Okay, so what are these up here? These are my estates. Joy. We make an open. Tax the fuck out of everyone. Ooh, high inflation. So if we want to take 1%. Can't raise minting at all. Haynes appreciated chat. What's your other place that's struggling so much? The agenda menu almost crashed our script. Okay, so this VOD is annoying me though, chat. We're gonna worry about that later. Weird ass fog. Granada is marry, but you're able to marry, but you wouldn't accept one. Why? I'd be a great guy to marry, man, I promise. You really don't like me. What about you, Christian nation? like me any more than that? Oh no, you hate me. Okay, so you would rather wish I don't even bother asking you a question, Mr. Alfonso the Avenger. And then you just are better off without me. Thanks, asshole. I don't know, chat. This is rough. I know you guys need food. The only real way we can get it is if we start fighting people. Socioeconomic policies. So we have no censorship, no slave conversion, no education of the masses. Why would we not want an educated population here? Okay. Maybe the welcome nation chat. Yeah, I get you're missing workers, but what the fuck do you want me to do about that, man? There's nothing I can do. We are in the middle of the Saharan desert, man. I think you're forgetting that. The game is lagging so much, chat. Okay, well this is not working, chat. The game's just lagging way too much. I'm not exactly sure anything I'm looking at. This is a lot different from before. And I just think I need a little bit of research. So I think after I've researched it and played the game a little bit more, I should be just fine and understand it a little more. So now you have people coming here, right? Yes. Joy. Alright, I unpaused chat. It's running. It's trying to. So why are we all raising an army now? What's the point of that? Our shit is lagging so much, chat. 10% battery, huh? So where's everyone going? Everyone's building an army, but I don't know where anyone's going. So we're probably playing an impossible Nathan here, chat. So what if I just say fuck it? I just say fuck it. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm starving. I'm sure our overlord can understand. This is bad. Haha. 66 people. Wow. You were all brave men to pick up shovels against this guy. Oh, we're screwed. Right. We lost. Battle didn't even take a second. Please turn back. Oh my god, that's hilarious, chat. Stop! You don't have to do it! Don't destroy Tino. Just whatever you do, don't steal the nothing that was already there. Already starved as is. Oh, that's ridiculous. I was gonna be like, he's just gonna leave the capital. Not able to get food. Maybe we're gonna starve to death. Yeah, how are you gonna eat? All the way down here like an idiot. Using 2 cents. Oh, there we go. Abu Zayan just died. Now you're moving into our capital. And now your people are dying because they're stuck here. Lack of food is the biggest issue. We'll let him siege me out. Well, that was fun, chat. That was really fun. Oh boy. Just kill me, man. Expanding weed farms. It's a cool little hemp plant. It's funny, chat. It really is hemp, oh my god. That's gotta be marijuana. Many different crops, right? That sucks, chat. Well... check the stream, make sure everything's working over there. That was a bust. Yes, I'm sure I want to delete that mess. Well, not sure. Obviously, I'm gonna need to research the game a lot more in chat. If we're gonna really get into the game, I'm gonna have to research it a lot more. Should be. Something to do. I like the loading screens are very awesome, chat. These loading screens can almost be their own game in them of themselves. yourself. VOD host and short videos that will do it. I hope the hosts don't cause America to fall alive. As long as not, you can change your opinion on what is said. Whatever that said. Okay, hey. So we're back. We're definitely not going to play DeJared anymore, chat. I don't really know who to play. We have the entire world. I didn't notice Hawaii was its own place. Exciting. That's a county, huh? Fascinating. I think we'll just give Sicily a shot. I'm gonna take a bathroom break real quickly, chat. I will be right back, and then we will get started on Sicily. Play maybe an hour more of this, and then we'll call it for today's stream. Just go to the bathroom real quick.
Sorry about that. I am back, chat. I just noticed while I was researching the game a little bit, apparently if we even want to play missions, there's something important that we need to do before we do that, chat. Wow. I just imagine seeing like European ships off your coast, chat. Crazy. I don't even know what to think. You're like one of these little cultures, see the most crazy shit you've seen somehow, you know? Okay, here we are. There we go. Here we are. And then we have to jump over here. My ears. Why? Why? No achievements. No achievements, chat. Who cares? No achievements. So play Sicily. I didn't know that you had to enable missions, because you don't actually get missions, as, you don't actually get missions if you're playing for achievements, which is really, I don't know, I guess it makes sense that missions give you rewards, but it was always my favorite part about Game 4 was after just getting rewards. How do I get rid of it? Here's what I wanted to check. You're a vassal? Huh? Neat, you're both vassals to me. That's very cool. Very neat. Cancel vassals. Okay, so I guess open RG eco port navy down, army down, nobles up, march up. And then I guess we'll go over to the administration and we'll say loyalty of subjects. So the goal will be to make everybody happy. So we don't want decentralization, that's the one thing we don't want. But what is monthly progress? Oh wait. Chat, I honestly do not know. Okay, so that would be our values. What are the different values? We would like to be centralized. When centralized is dominant, you can't have very many subjects, which is okay. But right now we are decentralized. We could be traditionalist. We don't get institutions easy. We need to be innovative. We do get institutions. Not as easy to stabilize. Spiritualist does that. Okay, that's fine. So free subjects, what is that? Less tax, happier peasants. We want free subjects, that's fine. What's that? That's not bad. So I assume capital economy would be pretty damn great. Yeah, less food production, so who cares? Damn chat, I could spend ages on just the economic screen. Fudge. took me here? That doesn't tell me what the fuck. Come on, man. How about you just do nothing? Fuck. Okay. Oh, so that's why you don't do missions, is that's all it does for you. Where's your main text? Why aren't the quick text? Now you can all fuck off. I don't want to hear shit from the fucking... No bots, dude. I think we're doing good, chat. You rebellious. Fuck off. I don't want to give anyone too much power. If I can. Let's get high there. Fuck off, States. Oh, this is actually a nicer screen. Now that we understand the screen, we'll just space it out of there. Put this on.
Seriously, who effing cares who I marry this kid off to? We care so little, we're gonna marry him off to the kingdom of Burberry. Goodbye. Done. Farewell. Okay. That kid is not really out of our life since we're literally about to go into this check. Let's see first. I think we've done about everything we can do. Howdy. So that'd be great. Much appreciated. Hey, little guy. Kill you. A lot. Thank you for market access. Fuck you, Nicole. Access to your regular market sucks. Just kidding. I'm gonna own your country soon enough, so. Just fine, even if I'm not maybe really your own country. Oh my god, that's so gorgeous. may look, chat, like everything is going super great, and that says 6, and look at all these green buttons, and oh yeah, wow. I don't know what's going on, chat. I have no fucking idea what's going on. I'm just gonna be honest with you, chat. I think we did good on automation. Let's see. Not at war right now, so whopping $4 fucking. Oh fuck yeah. Getting a jeweler skill check. This is what we'll do. We'll just play tall. Chat. Everyone's dying, everyone's dying, everyone's dying, everyone's dying, everyone's dying, everyone's dying. Still no.
Just campfires. No, fuck off. We don't need you. Man, are you ready to die? I have no plan, no way of getting you hostage. Succession crisis. Watch me. Fuck you. Wow. Oh, I didn't even put a general on this chat. Oh, we're done chat. No, no, not a stack wipe. We're still in this fight. Oh yeah, 400 is the not stack wiped us. Well, not stack wiped us, but about that. Oh well. That's enough of that. Anyway. Thank you all for watching. My name is Gamer Reaction Streamer. This wasn't the funnest stream we've ever had. This wasn't the coolest, but we learned a lot, especially about Sicily, U5 in general, how to play the game. We know a lot more now. It's gonna make it a lot less painless next time whenever we play the game. Even though we didn't win it today, I think next time whenever we play, now that we generally know how to do economics, government and stuff like that, we got the hardest part behind us. So that's very nice. It's nice I didn't have to resort to starting a new series if this one worked out. So that's very nice. And we'll see how it works on the channel. A nice deal. Good time. Anyway, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the VOD. If you're watching this on Steel and the Skulls, if you're watching this on YouTube. But if you're watching this on Twitch, or got done watching it on Twitch, thank you for watching. And peace out.